Okay, so in this video I want to talk about Shiryu of the Rain and King the Wildfire in One Piece, and why I think they have was to work at the same job in Impel Down in One Piece. So that we see here with Shiryu of the Rain and King the Wildfire is that both of them have the same clothes, and they also have a sword like the katana. So I'm wondering if here is that some people compare King with Magellan, but I think the more likelier that Shiryu of the Rain have the position that King have before he joined the Beast Pirates, as he joined Kaido. That is just his work. Then there is a totally different story what kind of race King Wildfire belonged to. Some kind of probably the race from the sky with the the guys that fight against Viper and his team in the Heaven Islands. But the problem here is that his wings, he have black wings, and the character that serve under NL have white wings. And they just, so I'm wondering if that's something with his Devil Fruit, because when he transformed to a Pteranodon. But the other interesting thing with King Wildfire when he transformed is that there's only mythical Devil Fruits that give you a mythical power, like give you special deluxe boost. For example, if you turn to a dragon like Kaido, you can use wind or water or element power. But if you transform with an ancient Zoan, you only get that power from the ancient. You don't get any element power, so you cannot use fire, ice, water, and thunder and so on. But King used fire. So I'm wondering, how can King use fire when he have no fire fruit? So there have to be some kind of weapon he have hidden somewhere in his clothing, or he's some kind of like a queen, some kind of a cyborg or pacifista. But they also talk about, especially Queen talk about the Windsmoke family, that he had probably worked with Windsmoke in some time before joining Kaido as a queen. So this three very big interesting thing here with King is that first the Impel Down as a guard. The other one is what kind of race do he belong to, and the third one is how can he use fire. For you should not use. It should be impossible to use fire if you have the ancient Zoan. The only thing you can do is he can fly, and he can fight. That is natural power from the fruit. So the fire is something different. Is something else. Have nothing to. The fire have nothing to do with his fruit. And obviously, it's also very interesting because. Also interesting why he left the Impel Down, because for example, Shiryu of the Rain was put in jail because he killed the prisoners and put prisoners against each other for his amusement. But then Magellan released him because he had to help against the Blackbeard pirates when they come in there to recruit strong members from the Impel Down 6. So they always recruit sorry, I sometimes forget the name of them, but okay, Sanjan Wolf, Pizarro, Vasco the Shot, and the other one, of course, Shiryu of the Rain and Katarina Devon. All of these characters Blackbeard recruit because for a specific reason. Because obviously Blackbeard is not stupid. Some part is Blackbeard stupid, but he really know what kind of crew he wants to have with him. All of these characters he recruits from the Impel Down 6. You have to understand, the Impel Down 6 in the prison is the most dangerous criminal. They are absolutely the most dangerous. They are the people that, they are, I don't know how to describe them, but they are the people that do horrific crimes. This is the place there, like war crime, this kind of thing. So we have them, and then we have Shiryu. But here is the interesting thing here. Before everything, before Blackbeard, before Shiryu joined the Blackbeard Pirates, then was King the Wildfire, so his name right now, King the Wildfire. And I'm wondering here, who was his captain? Who was the leader in the Impel Down before Magellan? Because I don't think King have the position that Magellan have right now in Impel Down. I think the position King have was Shiryu of the Rain's position in Impel Down, because of the sword. Because the sword or the clothing is very similar to Shiryu of the Rain, not as Magellan. Magellan have no sword. So I'm wondering if every member that have similar position as King or Shiryu always have the same clothing and the same sword. And I'm wondering if, I don't know, it's very interesting why, for example, he left the crew. And I'm wondering also about if it's so that King was the guard there under the time when Kaido was captured in Impel Down, and there was so that King learned to learn about Kaido, and after that they joined forces together, and he helped Kaido to escape the prison in some way, and then he joined Kaido's crew. Joined Kaido's crew, and these kind of things. Yeah, there's lots of speculation, and obviously he belongs to a missing a race in One Piece, missing people that are. He's probably the only one we knows about. He probably belonged to one of the Sky Islands, but probably maybe a Sky Island that is unknown, because we only have been on. We have been on one. And we have seen two Sky Islands, with one much longer and another one very short. But probably there's more Sky Island that is totally different, and that Sky Island probably King's race belonged to, and this kind of thing. Because of his wings. Yeah, we know. Maybe some people should say that because he used a fruit that he can fly, there's a reason why he have wings. But that is not the case, because we know that, for example, Marco can use wings when he transforms to his blue phoenix, and he only have wings when he used turn on the effect on his devil fruit, and that is the other character that used to have flying fruits. That there is only King that have wings that also have a fruit that turn him to fly. So the wings have nothing to do with his fruit. So they're totally different wings. So when he turned to a Pteranodon, he have like more lizard wings, but he's not in the Pteranodon form. He have more like a kind of a angel wings. So it's totally different wings he used, like when he's not in the fruit, devil fruit, and when he just normal form. And obviously have a mask on his head, so we don't know. We have not yet seen his face, and we only know that it's on fire around him. Obviously have fire around him, and that is also interesting. That is the fire something mechanic from like a machine, or is the fire something that belongs to his race? It's something very specific to his race that they can use fire for some strange reason, and this kind of thing. So lots of unanswered question about all these kind of things, and maybe in the future we will know more about King. What kind of bounty he has, and what is the reason why he left Impel Down, if he even worked there, and why he joined Kaido's crew. Obviously, every emperor of the sea have always a specific image they have for their crew. For example, Big Mom have candy power. Her crew use power belong to like candies, sugar, and these kind of things. And Kaido's crew belong to like the dinosaurs, mammoths, saber-tooth, and Shanks is more difficult. I don't know what kind of Shanks crew. Shanks crew is the most natural crew, probably the most normal type of people. Probably like the drinkers. Okay, Blackbeard is more like the sinister crew, like people that is very like serial killers, horrific people. And Shanks is the most complicated. I think that is the problem. Shanks is the reason why Shanks is so complicated is because his crews look so. I don't say they are weak. They're probably extremely strong, but I say they look very normal. That is complicated with them. That they look so normal. They don't have wings. They don't have giants. They are just. Yeah, I don't know. They look simple. That we just have to wait and see what kind of power Shanks crew use, if they even have any devil fruit or this kind of thing. Yeah, so yeah, that is probably everything I can say about King. We have to just wait for that more information to come. It's very little information about King. It's only that we know that he is the right hand man of Kaido, and that means he's the second strongest in the Beast Pirates crew. Kaido is number one. Obviously, Kaido is the leader, and he have a sword. He have a Pteranodon. He have ancient Zoan that so he can fly. He is that is, I know it's very boring because we know so little about that character. We don't even know how he looks without his mask, and we don't and that is the only thing we know. We don't even know if he can use a hybrid form. So we don't even know what kind of bounty he have. So it's very little information in that sense of King and this kind of thing. So yeah, this is probably one of them is King from is Kaido's crew, and obviously then we have that person that now is in the Blackbeard crew, that is Pizarro. And why I bring up Pizarro in this is that Pizarro is was the only prisoner in Impel Down without a prison suit. When he was in jail, he had his royal clothing, and that is very interesting. That all of the other characters in the Impel Down is in the prison, not as undercover that working, for example, the Revolutionary Army, but was in the prison. Pizarro was the only one in that sense of the guy with his normal king clothes. He's king, and obviously to that is like, even if you are a king or a queen, the world government in One Piece will still treat you as the same as a normal person, because so long you are not belong to like the celestial dragons, then it's a different story, because that is the highest ranking. So we know that because Akuma was a king, and he was really, they treat him horribly. So that is very strange here why Pizarro, of all the people in Impel Down, was the only one with his with other clothing different from the other prisoners. It's interesting if Pizarro is undercover agent for the Revolutionary Army, or is he a ex-member of the Beast Pirates? I think, yeah, there's lots of things that we still don't know about King and Pizarro. What I think is that I don't know if it can be a big possibility here that he is a member of the Beast Pirate, was a member of Beast Pirate, or he is undercover from the Revolutionary Army. And the reason why that can be possible, that he is really working originally, he worked for the Revolutionary Army, is because of one character in Impel Down that was built I totally forgot that character's name, but that character was one of the leaders of the Revolutionary Army. Because the dragon is the highest ranking leader of the Revolutionary Army. Dragon, Akuma, Sabu, and then we have that character. I totally forget the name of, but that character was based in Impel Down that the world government do not know about. So that can be in some ways, because one of the Revolutionary Armies, one of them have built a tunnel there, so that can be totally possible that Pizarro is a character that worked for the Revolutionary Army. And what I mean with that is that I don't mean Pizarro is a good guy, because it can be totally possible here that the Revolutionary Army, like Dragon, is exactly the same person, but with a different name that we call, what we before called Roch Diesebek, and they are the same person. Dragon and Roch Diesebek are the same person. But just after the big fight in the Guard Valley, he go undercover. They have very similar mission, like the Rock's Pirates and the Revolutionary Army. Both of them want to overthrow the world government. And I know that most people associate Roch Diesebek with Blackbeard, but I think this is my own opinion. I just think that Roch Diesebek and Dragon are the same person. That is my speculation. If it's other speculation, if it's different, also that him, that the leader of the world government, the highest ranking on all of them, is Roch Diesebek. But if I only can give just one, what I think is that Roch Diesebek and Monkey D. Dragon are the same person, and then that Pizarro works for them originally, worked for them, but he joined the Blackbeard Pirates, and that point I don't really know why. If that is something that Monkey D. Dragon want, that he know Blackbeard gonna come to, that he can follow them later, and this kind of thing with all of that to that point, I do not know. And so there's lots of things that still is still not answered with all of this. And yeah, I think let's see here. Yeah, so yeah, that is probably everything I really want to say in this video about King and Pizarro in One Piece. Bye.